No way. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel today. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So today is gonna be a very exciting video because it is my first video that I have filmed in January 2021 because I haven't filmed since October 2020. It's been a lot going on, but tell I'm hyper from filming. I have a very special box, and in that box is the collaboration with Influenster and e.l.f. CAMO CC CREAM. I finally got that right. I keep saying CAMO concealer because they have a CAMO concealer. I'm just so used to saying that, even though I never use product, or I think it's just for me, like hearing it so many times. And this is what the box looks like. This is what the product looks like. I just wanted to redo that part, but we're gonna skip to the other part that I filmed earlier. Okay, bye. How I was able to receive this box is because I do have an influencer account. I've been on there for a few years now, and from time to time they send out a box survey via your email for you to fill out, and then we'll see if you get an amazing product. I filled it out late. It said to do it by December 30th, and I think I did it 2 days later. I don't even know how the link was still up in my email. Like, I thought it wouldn't even let me do it. I thought it would just expire because they had a deadline, but I was able to do it. I didn't even think I was going to be able to get something, but I did. One of the many campaigns that they had going on at the time, or still going on anyway, I ended up getting this e.l.f. product, and I have gotten e.l.f. before. So what we're going to do is try out this product on my face, obviously, and I'm going to do one side with primer and one side without, because typically with CC creams or tinted moisturizers, I don't really tend to use the primer. I'll just do that for a regular foundation. I feel like sometimes, depending on the formula, but also with other formulas I've tried and my experiences with them, is that using a primer beforehand isn't really the best thing to use under those types of formulas, and it's just so much better without a primer. So that's when I'll usually not use a primer, but other than that, I'll normally use one. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, as you can see, I already have my eye makeup, so this is my little part where I'm just going to explain myself. I'm pretty much only really wearing makeup now on the weekends due to the job that I have right now. I wake up too early to even begin to think about putting on makeup, so that's not the case during the week unless I'm going to the gym, and I'll fill my brows a little bit, put on some mascara, and I'm good to go. I've been doing this like really awesome look lately. However, right now it doesn't look that awesome. It doesn't normally look this messy. I don't even know if you can tell. I'm a little bit far away from the camera lens, but if I am zooming in on my face at any time during this video, just letting you know this is not my best work. So just putting that out there. I explain myself when I know I shouldn't, but I think when you have some sort of presence on the internet, you're just thinking about what people could like pick at you, and that's just me. I don't know if that's just me, but I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. So we're gonna end the session of explaining myself. Also, can you tell I work at Alex and now? So this is the new e.l.f. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I keep wanting to say the e.l.f. Camo concealer because they do have a camo concealer, but this is the e.l.f. CAMO CC CREAM. This is the color correcting full coverage natural finish, skin loving ingredients, collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. Oh, that's interesting. So it has physical and chemical in here. Actually, that's shocking. Well, because it's a drugstore brand, once I read SPF 30, I'm like, oh, it's definitely chemical. I don't like chemical sunscreen. I'd rather not put it on my body, but if I have something in it I either just really, really love or I'm trying to use up, then I will use it. But other than that, it's all physical sunscreen for me. But this actually has both. And the chemical sunscreen, there's not that much in there. There's 7.5, which it's a lot, but there is 4.45% of titanium dioxide in there, and there's 13.72% of zinc oxide. So I think that's like a huge thing for e.l.f. that they included physical sunscreen. They sent me Fair 120N. It's with neutral beige undertones, which is pretty much what I have. In other words, cool to neutral. So we're gonna see how this looks. So this is what product looks like. It looks similar to the Cosmetics CC cream, but it also looks a little bit different. I think if it also had a platinum cap, then it'd be like, oh, this is like a huge copy of the IT CC Cream. But because it just has a clear plastic cap, it's a little bit different. But I haven't heard anyone compare it to the CC Cream from IT, so I think there's definitely a difference there. Like, I legit haven't heard one person say this is exactly like the CC Cream. And I've only watched a couple of people use this, and each person said that they absolutely loved it. This is the kind of product right now I think I can use in my life, since I'm not wearing makeup too much, and even if I wanted to, I'm still not gonna wear makeup underneath the mask at work because we get dirty so fast. So there's like literally no point, and like our hands get dirty, so I don't wanna be like touching my face, like that's super gross. But this is actually perfect on the weekends. Most likely going to do my like full glam look because that's the only time I can do it. But if I were to be wearing something that's a little bit more natural as far as eyeshadow goes, then I think this would be a really great product, and I think it'll last really well underneath the masks. This comes off pretty easily. I usually pump it on the back of my hand, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna pump just about that amount first. See how that does. Now that actually looks like a pretty good match to my skin. So I have all of the rest of my base makeup in this Beautylist bag right here. So I'm gonna be getting my complexion brush. Any complexion brush that I have been loving lately, and also because my other IT brushes are caked. This is the IT brushes for Ulta Airbrush Complexion Perfection number 115. Look at my friends. I actually have a friends related Alex Anani bracelet on. It says, "How you doing?" I can't do it like him, but if you know, you know. I always dot it on my face. Okay, so clearly this is gonna be the one without the primer because I just already forgot about the primer stuff, but I was just remembering about another product that I actually have to put on underneath my eyes. I'm gonna quickly put on the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. It's a Longwear foundation grip. As you can see, I'm obsessed with this. And I only have a little bit left. So this is a perfect opportunity to use the rest of this, or some of it anyway. Normally I would let that sit for like a few minutes, depending on how much time I have getting ready for whichever occasion on the weekend. So I can still put something over it kind of quick, I guess. The reason why I'm using this and not the other handful of primers that I have is because that one is nor matte nor glowy. It does give a really nice finish to the face, but I notice when I put glowy on top of glowy, everything breaks up. Or if I put matte on top of matte, it's like the same thing, like it all breaks up. So try to balance it out a little bit. So we're gonna blend that in, buff and blend. Oh, wait, I don't know why I'm using this other mirror. I need to use my friend's mirror. That's actually a really good match. And I'm in front of studio lighting right now, so sometimes it can look a little bit different. That looks so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at my viewfinder. Now you can like totally see a difference. I haven't put on my forehead yet, obviously, but just a little bit on half the chin. But now like trying to do this in my viewfinder, it's kind of hard. Oh, I like that. That looks nice, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some of it on my forehead, on this half anyway, with the no primer. This is the no primer side. I could have easily taken them off, but I want them on. This is the only time I could wear it. No way. Okay, could be the brush, could be the product, could be both, but there is no streaking going on. I mean, normally with IT brushes for Ulta, there is never any streaks, but there is not one streak. Does it look a little bit yellow in a viewfinder? Maybe on camera it looks a little bit yellow in that area. Could also be the basement lighting because it's very yellow. I actually had to create a LUT on Final Cut Pro so that the lighting looks a lot more accurate as it would in non-basement lighting on my videos now. So it's not gonna look how it is now, but it's balancing out the color right, and like it looks a lot more normal than this like disgusting yellow lighting. That's really nice. So I put on that Urban Decay primer, so now I'm going to put the product on the primer side. So putting it on, even though I had moisturizer on before, forgot to put on sunscreen, but here we are. Putting it on the primer side, I can already tell a difference because my face is always so smooth when I use that Urban Decay primer. Putting the CC cream on top of that just feels so smooth. And can we talk about how it also covered up on my redness? My lips need some therapy. Now we buff it into the primer side. It definitely doesn't look bad with the primer, but I feel like I can kind of like slightly tell between the two sides. I haven't been the greatest with my skincare, and I'm usually not around that time of the month because I got wicked lazy and I just don't want to do my skincare. Don't judge. But with the primer, and that primer wouldn't normally do this with my other base products I would use, like foundations and other things, but it's exaggerating a lot of areas. Like right here is pretty exaggerated and it almost looks like the product is just clinging. I may have accidentally put too much primer in that one spot. Whatever is left on my nose, I don't think I covered that from that side, but I know I did put some primer over here. It's sticking a little bit weird on my forehead. I don't normally bring things down the neck, but here we are. Looking up close, I feel like my face looks very even. Now right around here I can still see some redness, but without the primer on this side there's not as much redness coming through. And then I had trouble getting it to stick to my forehead. No primer side had no issue, but primer side did. I always think that CC creams, at least on me, or tinted moisturizers just work so much better without some type of primer. I'm so used to my Makeup Forever foundation. It covers everything in a super natural way, and this is natural as well, but the Makeup Forever one doesn't really like accentuate anything. So I think I'm so used to that because looking up close, let's see if you can even see anything. I just feel like this whole area of my pores, I mean my pores are big in general, that's kind of like for everything I use, but I feel like the texture of them are a bit accentuated in this area and that area. Like I said, I've been not so great with my skincare, so of course I have some little acne zits around there and like my forehead. It could also very much be this lighting, which I'm sure it is, and it's like bring out everything, but I also have a little patch right here where the product is clinging towards it. It's a little patchy right here. So tip, don't use a primer with this. I would probably get the same result on this side if I used any type of primer. I'm just cleaning the makeup off my fingers with this little mini Sephora coconut water cleansing wipes. Wow, I look really pasty. Overall, my skin looks pretty much even out, but before I go into the speed up portion, the product I was talking about that I need to help with my under eyes and also get a little bit more sun protection up in that area is the Color Science Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy Broad Spectrum 35 SPF PA+++, all physical sunscreen, and this color is actually the lightest color and it's too light for me. The way I use it is just underneath makeup. I would like to wear it as is, but just a little bit too light, so I'm just going to show you that part. The giant difference it makes in my makeup, in my skin in general. Because this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, it kind of accentuates the darkness underneath my eyes. Wow, I can't talk. But because I am covering up, it's not a big deal. Oh, and how you use this is you have to press down on this thing, because when I first got it, I was pressing down this. I'm like, why isn't anything coming out? I was like, this is too expensive to not have an easy applicator, and you just need a press. And I did not buy this. My mom gets it for me. But you can just see how much that helped my under eye, and now I actually have physical sunscreen underneath there, but I do have sun protection underneath my eyes. Yeah, so this is in the shade Fair. A few minutes past, thoughts. It's honestly the lighting that's bugging me, because I know it's the lighting that's making it look kind of weird, but I do really like the finish. Definitely more so of the no primer side, but actually the primer side doesn't look too bad. And once again, there's studio lighting right behind this camera. Anytime anyone is under studio lighting, it definitely blurs your face a little bit. Anyway, so we're just gonna go on with the rest of the video, but I will say, I mean, I'll get to that at the end, but I'm also gonna be trying out the Benefit new The Professional Super Setter. This is a long-lasting makeup setting spray. It's alcohol free. Thank God. You don't really hear that much unless it's Cover FX. Oh, maybe Too Faced. This has been getting insane reviews online. Like, they're almost at 5 stars and like hundreds and hundreds of reviews on Ulta. I love the It Cosmetics one, but the second ingredient is denatured alcohol, and oh, the finish is so nice. But man, if they took out that denatured alcohol, I'd be buying this and this if I really like it for like the rest of my life. As far as setting sprays go, but until they fix that ingredient, I'm not going to repurchase that. Let's get on with the makeup. I'm gonna put my AirPods in so I can listen to music without getting copyrighted. I feel like I gotta turn them backwards so I don't get makeup on them. It's huge.
What's there to say? There's nothing but space in between you and I. It's okay that we change, but it feels kinda strange that you're not in my life. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower that never grows. I was hiding like the moonlight that never shows. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind. I should've told you that I loved you one more time. Would you stay?
I'm not the best at this technique. I'm trying.
Don't say it's okay if I'm falling and you're running away. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower.
So I just want your, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but again, this is the primer side. When I was putting the highlight on, the product started lifting, so not good. But that's all that I've noticed so far.
That never grows. I was hiding like the moonlight that never shone. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that.
I never really like flip my hair over like this when doing bronzer, but I feel like it's a throwback to my older videos, so you know what, it works. If I don't do it, my bronzer looks like crap. I did not purchase this. It was my mom's, and then I realized that it's like a really good bronzer shade for me with the undertone. I am so sorry. I just realized I keep looking in the viewfinder and probably not the actual lens. I apologize. My first time filming since October 2020. A lot has happened. So there is this little card in the box, and I think I just like whipped it out and forgot about it. Just saying that it's full coverage with the natural finish, and there's also 20 shades. And then on this side, it was like right in front of me. I'm like, wait, what's this card? And I realized it was part of the box. I'm gonna cover up the bottom because that's my instructions for doing this campaign. But it just says no filter, just camo, and then you can see on a much deeper skin tone than mine the difference between not having on the product and then having the product on. Yeah, it definitely looks very natural. Honestly, I couldn't even like see a difference at first, but looking at it a little bit closer, her skin just looks a little bit more evened out, but like she has beautiful skin. It's just showing you that like it really can even out the skin and still looks super natural. It looks very pretty on her. I feel like it kind of, actually no, it doesn't really feel like I have anything on my face at all. Can you tell I have not filmed so many months because I would normally be a little bit better about when I mention things about a product. It's popping in my head at random times, so there's that.
One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind. I should've told you that I loved you one more time, one should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind.
Alright, it's setting spray time. Still doesn't feel like anything is on my face. And now everything is done. So I'm gonna do the setting spray before I do my lip color. And also this is the mini version. It's actually kind of tall. Makes me wonder like how big the regular size is. But it's about the exact same size as the mini version of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It's a long-lasting makeup setting spray. It's supposed to make your makeup last for about 16 hours. They did an instrumental test on 20 women, all very, very high percentages. I'm not gonna get this exactly right unless I like look it up, but there was like 95% and then there was 97%. A certain percentage of women said that it blurred the look of their pores, so that's what this is supposed to do. It also minimized the appearance of their pores, and that it actually held up their makeup. Also, the big thing, this is alcohol free. So we're just gonna shake this, and I also heard that the mist is so fine. Also, I really like that they have a second little cap. Just another thing that I like. Oh, that is so fine. Wow. Also, this does have fragrance in it, but it's at the very end of the list, and there's a very short ingredients list, which I appreciate. I feel like I just sprayed nothing on my face, and I think I just inhaled it a little bit, but I'm good. It looks like I sprayed nothing on my face, which makes me want to spray more. It's not a continuous mist, as you can see, but I just inhaled it. But, anyway. Oh. It is melting in my makeup. That's cool. Okay, my eyes are like creasing a little bit. I normally do that. Could have been that Color Science product, because that's another product where I normally wait like a certain amount of time before I put anything on it. Yeah, I'm just getting some creases. We're just gonna ignore that. Those are products that I normally use. I feel like this is just a different day, and it's doing it for the day that I'm filming. I'm trying to see about my pores. You know what? It actually did minimize the look of some of them, but not all of them. And again, it is a first impression, and it feels like I sprayed nothing, even though I clearly sprayed a lot, as you could tell. The pore area on each side definitely looks a little bit less exaggerated, which is nice. It is key. I've got to put that second cap back on. It popped off. Yeah, that is today's look, featuring the new e.l.f. CAMO CC CREAM. So once again, this is a color correcting full coverage natural finish, and they do claim it as a foundation on the back anyway, because it does say to wear as a moisturizer and full coverage foundation depending on your needs. Now if I were to wear this as a moisturizer, that would be a very full coverage moisturizer, which is the part of the whole product. I mean, you could wear this alone. Like, I would probably wear it alone. As you can see, this is very, very natural, even in studio lighting. Now, if I were to take the studio lighting off, I guarantee you would not like that. But this is what it looks like up close. And I just remembered I gotta put my lip color on, so we're gonna do that together. This lip liner product from JEBeauty does not exist anymore, which is sad because my mom recently gave it to me at the end of 2020, and I'm obsessed with it. The formula and the color, and they don't even sell it anymore. I don't even know when they got rid of this, but I feel like I've heard people talk about this pencil. So this is in the shade 006. This is a little bit too pink for this color shirt. But like, see how nice it makes my lips look? I did bring down the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in Poppin' Peach. I love saying it like that. Oh. And also just like change the color a little bit, which was the point. Honestly, I'm all good with the eyes, but I'm not great at pairing a lip color with my eyes, I will say. It's not my strong suit. I'm working on it, but it's not my strong suit. So I want everything to match the colors on my eyes. This, guys, is the finished look. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That was funny. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on beauty and health. And click that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do upload, which is one time not times, but time. A week. Pretty much gonna do it on the weekends. It could possibly be uploaded during the week, but most likely it'll be during the weekend. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.